Where could he be?
New email.
To mix blood distills gold. Mixing blood to create the elixir of life. The Philosopher's Stone. Montreux and his pals are into some weird blood cult thing. I think they're the vampires.
Working.
Estelle. She was the one who left Le Serpent Rouge?
Hi, Grace.
Hi. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we hold the Ecumenical Conference of Spies.
However, we already have one American present.
Not the one you want, though, huh? Oh well, can't win them all.
Bit.
Where is Gabe, by the way? Any, news?
I haven't heard from him. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to them again right now. Boy, Estelle looks exhausted. I heard Lady Howard mention some Egyptian artifacts that were found here.
I don't know what you mean.
If I show you my copy of Le Serpent Rouge, will you tell me about the Egyptian artifacts?
Follow me. Good. Lily's having a bath. Oh, she's been so distraught lately. She hasn't been in the mood to talk about the mystery. Dr. Wen found these objects when he was digging here 20 years ago. He became convinced that the Wren mystery was deeply tied with Egyptology. He believes there's a seed of alien wisdom buried here, a seed similar to that planted in Egypt.
Huh. So, where did Dr. Wen find these artifacts anyway?
On the back of Mount Cardew, in a cave. He said it headed off into further caverns, but he never got the chance to explore them before his accident.
His accident?
Yes. Didn't you know?
Oh my.
That cave is on private land now. Not that it matters. It was just one of the many storage caves of the Atlanteans. The seed itself is the real treasure. It was placed based on cosmic alien logic. Unfortunately, Dr. Wen's latest calculations still seem to be a bit off.
I'm not surprised. That cosmic alien logic's a bitch. Can I just look at the pictures, please?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
What's this?
Dr. Wen never identified it. Odd, isn't it?
Can I borrow this photograph? I promise I'll get it back to you.
In exchange for Le Serpent Rouge?
Deal. I better go. Good luck, Estelle.
Thank you, Grace. Of course, I wish you the same.
I wonder where he's going.
Please.
The reverence is not for you.
I know that.
You should not be here. You should not be anywhere near this place.
They do not know I'm here.
You had better hope not. We have enough to worry about with the baby.
Has there been any confirmation that he's the Kanosh Kanaya?
No, the signs are ambiguous. We won't know for certain until he's old enough to show his will.
But if you do not know, they cannot know either.
I'm certain they do not, but they will take his blood anyway. And it may be enough.
Of course, we must stop them.
How? You have been watching Mr. Knight?
Yes, you were right about his family. He has his own destiny to fulfill in all of this, and the girl has found the entrance to the temple.
It may be too late. We're almost out of time.
Not until midnight. I have tried to prepare them as best I could, but it is almost cruel to send him in.
Do you foresee something?
I have told you, I will not foretell the outcome, but the forces arrayed below will be terrible.
He will not be sent alone. When can we start?
Give me time to speak with him. I will call you at the villa.
Very well. Till then.
Oh my God, what is going on? I think it's time we had a talk, Mr. Baza. You left that copy of Le Serpent Rouge at the museum for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And the little notes at the center of the circle and the arms of the hexagram.
Guilty as charged.
I don't get it. If you wanted to help Gabriel and I, why didn't you just be open about it?
I must be very careful that certain people do not know that I am here.
You're part of the secret brotherhood, aren't you? You and Mesme.
You are correct about Mesme. He is with the Brotherhood, but I am not. I haven't been for some time.
And Montreux, he's one of the others, the ones who steal the blood?
Yes. They call themselves adepts of the holy blood, but they are vampires, pure and simple.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the Brotherhood just stop the vampires?
If you are to understand what we're up against, you must know the whole story. Listen. The secret brotherhood are the weavers of the bloodline. It is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kenaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound. They tried frantically to read the signs and omens.
So they chase me.
I think it's time we had a talk, Mr. Baza. You left that copy of Le Serpent Rouge at the museum for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And the little notes at the center of the circle and the arms of the hexagram.
Guilty as charged.
I don't get it. If you wanted to help Gabriel and I, why didn't you just be open about it?
I must be very careful that certain people do not know that I am here.
You're part of the secret brotherhood, aren't you? You and Mesme.
You are correct about Mesme. He is with the Brotherhood, but I am not. I haven't been for some time.
And Montreux, he's one of the others, the ones who steal the blood?
Yes. They call themselves adepts of the holy blood, but they are vampires, pure and simple.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the Brotherhood just stop the vampires?
If you are to understand what we're up against, you must know the whole story. Listen. The secret brotherhood are the weavers of the bloodline. It is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kenaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound. They tried frantically to read the signs and omens. There were many branches of the bloodline, even back then. One was the House of David, and it was to this branch that the signs pointed. So the Brotherhood used their influence and a bit of magic to convince the current heir, Joseph, to marry his betrothed before the date prescribed by Jewish tradition. Mary conceived. The signs for the birth were auspicious, a conjunction of two planets, Jupiter and Mercury. This created a star, a certain sign of success. But the Jewish king, Herod, heard of the birth of a Davidic heir and threatened the infant's life. The Brotherhood took the family to Egypt, and the young god was reared there, tutored in the ways of the infinite.
So Jesus was the Kenosh Kenaya?
Oh yes, he was what we had awaited. The open portal between man and the infinite. The one who could see the fabric of the universe and alter it at will.
Wow.
But he was also a Jew. Jesus insisted on studying the Torah, learning his heritage. As he read the tales, he became convinced that he was the Jewish Messiah. From the Brotherhood's point of view, it was a limited ambition. And yet, who were we to tell the Divine One what he was or was not?
What happened?
He returned to Jerusalem. A few of the Brotherhood went with him to watch over him. What we didn't realize, perhaps because we were not Jews, was that Jesus intended to fulfill the prophecies. All of them.
What about the vampires? Where do they come in?
I will try to explain. You see, the Brotherhood collected blood samples for study and testing before they selected brides. There were certain magical rites performed. There had always been rumors that some of these priests had dared imbibe the blood to steal power for themselves. Of course, such things were taboo, and when these rumors surfaced among the initiates, they were harshly scolded. But when Jesus was being reared in Egypt, there was a young initiate who envied his strange abilities. He began to whisper to his friends that to truly serve the Kenosh Kanaya, the priesthood ought also to be immortal, just like the Kenosh Kanaya himself.
Jesus was immortal?
In a sense, he could reweave the fabric of his body at will, just as he could those of others. He could have healed his own wounds, but he chose to perform the sacrifice the prophecies demanded. It wouldn't have been much of a sacrifice had he rescinded.
So what happened with the young initiate?
His name was Sine, and one of the boys he persuaded was Ali, son of the Brotherhood's headmaster. Ali wasn't a bad boy, but he loved Jesus and liked the idea of living with him forever. Fortunately, he approached his father about it one night. When the headmaster heard of the heresy, he exploded. Sine and his followers were expelled. Only Ali remained, having repented his ignorance. But Sine and his followers didn't give up. Sine grew bitter. He decided they would steal the blood. He kept his eyes on the conclave, but could never get close. When Jesus left for Jerusalem, they managed to keep it secret from Sine. He did not arrive in Israel until it was too late.
So Sine's group, the Adepts, are still after the blood.
Even worse, they found it. Jesus had heirs, 2 sons. That was the one thing he did agree to do for the Brotherhood's sake. His sons were only human. They'd missed the window of Osiris, but they survived to have descendants.
Now the window is open again.
Yes,
Is the baby, Charlie, the Kenosh Kanaya?
we do not know. It depends on how well the vine has been woven. It depends on many things. Sadly, it may not matter. Where the Brotherhood has woven for 2,000 years, the Adepts have tasted. The bloodline grew too broad for the Brotherhood to protect each descendant every minute. And as the vampires succeeded in stealing here and there, they grew in power and in corruption. They will resort to anything for the blood, blackmail, murder, even black magic.
They've been mixing the blood as you have, but in their own bodies.
Exactly. And they've been doing it for so many generations that they have changed, physically. It is a result of the blood, but even more, the result of corruption. You see, the power they have is stolen. It is not theirs. Even so, they are strong. The Brotherhood does not taste of the forbidden fruit. They're no match for the Adepts anymore. And the baby's blood may be enough to tip them over the threshold, even if he's not all we think he might be.
So what will happen if they take his blood?
Montreux will be king of the world. Rex Mundi incarnate.
God. It's Gabriel. Thank heaven.
Thank heaven indeed. We have quite nearly run out of time. May we meet in your room, Ms. Nakamura?
So they chased me for miles. Good thing I had the Harley.
God is good.
Yeah, vanity works too.
It's time we talked about the temple. We must reach the Holy of Holies before midnight.
The temple?
I've been trying to tell you. Sydney helped me find it.
There will be traps to keep out the uninitiated.
He means those who are not initiated into the mysteries.
Gabe's read a lot of mysteries, haven't you, bud?
No, my friend. The hermetical mysteries. This is why Mesme must go with you. I would go, but I dare not risk it while the adepts are down there.
I'd like to go.
I was hoping you would stay here with me, Grace. We can use Mesme's radio to stay in contact with the others. They may need some of your computer expertise.
But...
3. 3 is the number that will best protect the group. Myself, Gabriel, and... I believe Mr. Mosley is a trained police officer?
Hell yeah, I'll go. I got a gun in my room. But, there aren't really any vampires down there. Are there?
A few. If I know Montreux, he will admit only his most trusted allies tonight. For such a prize as the baby, he might be challenged. His kind are not known for their loyalty.
Yikes.
what about the treasure?
God willing, we must remove it to safer keeping.
Wait a minute. This is about the kid. I'm not putting my butt on the line so you guys can get rich.
It's not what you think.
I assure you, the baby is the first priority for us all.
Just don't get too far ahead of me, bucko. Now let's see that map.
Where is this thing?
We are very close.
She said it was... Yep, she was right.
Whoa.
Here goes nothing.
Be careful.
Was that really necessary?
Stop whining. Look at this place.
Wait, everything here could be a trap.
What? You want to lead?
No, just be wary. Mosley and I will follow.
Sounds good to me.
Great. We're in this big room. The floor reminds me of the floor in the church. Black and white tiles. Mean anything to you?
Yes! It's a chessboard.
Any more tidbits on the chessboard thing?
How big is it?
I'm about the size of a playing piece in relation to it.
Then maybe you should act like one.
You've got to have more hermetical wisdom than that.
Okay, I've been searching. The Templars brought the game back from the Crusades and changed the pieces to match Western culture. Maybe you should think like a knight. A Knight Templar.
I have to get across that floor and over to one of those doors somehow. Two of the tiles in the front row have a cross shape on them. I have to get across that floor and over to one of those doors somehow. Hey, I got one open.
Excellent, Mr. Knight. Keep moving. We'll be right behind you.
Be careful, bud.
So much for safety in numbers. And a pendulum. Gee, wonderful. I'm starting to really hate this place. Gracie, can you give me a rundown on the meaning of the circle?
It represents eternity, fertility, and perfection.
Okay. Gold ingots. I could just pick them up and try to go home, but I have a feeling this room would be prepared to stop me. Hey! Works for me.
I don't hear anything. Just walking. There's something I've been wondering. I read about the vampires looking for the wandering Jew. He really exists, doesn't he? And it has something to do with the blood of Jesus?
Yes, Grace.
But it's not the way the legends claim, is it? Jesus cursing someone to go on.
No.
The vampires didn't get the blood of Jesus, but someone else did.
Ah, yes. Ali, the headmaster's son, was among those who accompanied Jesus back to Jerusalem. For 3 years he watched Jesus teach. It was, well, amazing. But in the end, neither he nor his father could stop Jesus from his course. The day of the crucifixion, Ali's father was so ill with grief that he had to be carried from Golgotha. Only Ali was left to keep vigil. Ali could not believe it was ending. All the promise of the Kanosh Kanaya, all the centuries of planning were being destroyed. Jesus was allowing it to be destroyed. Something in him rebelled. He remembered Sine's words, and in his grief and rage, he thought he might be able to save the blood in himself. He did not mean to become the Kanosh Kanaya. You must understand that. He simply could not watch that hope spill into the ground. So he drank it.
Why hast thou forsaken me?
Your fingertips are worn smooth, but I don't get it. If you've got the power of the Kanosh Kanaya, why didn't you stop the vampires a long time ago?
I promised my father I would not use the power. Never. Not for anything. It is not mine to use. It was the only way I could live with what I had done.
Never? Not for anything?
No, Grace. Not for anything.
But that must be...
It is all right. There is work to be done. Do you hear anything now?
Damn it! Can we stop with the falling stuff already? King Solomon. I wonder what he's got to do with this place. Guess I gotta figure out what that says. Grace, I need a translation. I think it's Latin. Pentum initiantibus sacrarum signi superesse licet.
only the initiates of the mysteries of the seal may survive. Is everything going okay?
Piece of cake. I'm not sure which of these two I like the least. This one looks like he should be blocking the Garden of Eden. This guy looks earthy and dangerous. I think I don't know what to think anymore. Gee, Morris Latinus. Those knights were well educated, weren't they? Grace, can you translate elige magistrum?
Hold on. Yeah, it means choose a master.
Thanks. Gracie, what does elige unum mean?
Emilio says it means choose one.
It looks like water. I could be mistaken, but that sure looks a lot like fire. Choose one. Funny. I don't think that's as simple as it sounds. That one's pretty hip. I wonder if that's real gold. Not exactly something you'd wear to the opera. I think I don't know what to think anymore. This guy looks earthy. He needs a good manicure. Well, that did something. Guess I gotta figure out what that says. Here's another one for you. Agnosce naturem corporas tui.
Checking. Here, it reads, identify the nature of your body. Where are you?
Well, it ain't Kansas. I'll buzz you later. Looks like something to step on. The question is, do I want to step on it? I think it's a mirror, but it's tilted toward the ceiling. All right, here goes. Oh, that's disgusting. Wow. Oh, I need one of these at home. It looks like I'm supposed to point that thing at one of those two devices.
Ready for another one? Agnosce naturem mentis 2A.
Identify the nature of your mind. Want any hints?
No. Thank you.
It's a yin-yang symbol. The Templars must have picked that up in Asia. It's a stylized beast. I know what you're thinking. You might even be right. The sun. Okay. The doors are open.
God. There you are. Did you see that huge pendulum thingy? What was up with that?
Thank you for preparing the way. We had little trouble.
Glad I could help. I guess we have to pick one of those.
We await your lead.
I don't mean to be rude, but I thought you were supposed to be the expert.
Never fear. We will be of use to you very shortly.
We're here for you, bud.
He told me to figure it out. What? Like he'd know what to do? Is there something I'm missing here?
Guess we'll try this funky one.
Very well. We will.
No, I'll go first. I insist.
Thank you, Mr. Knight.
Is there something I'm missing here? I think it's a long way down.
Man, I hate that kind of thing.
You hate it. I was the one who...
I told you we would be useful. You must get through the veil and save the child. We will hold these three.
Are you sure?
No. Yes. Go on.
Curse you to hell. I should have known you for a treacherous liar.
I'm a liar, and you're a blood-sucking vampire. Now that we've got that straight, give me the kid.
Stop, or I'll rip him to pieces right now.
You can't do that. You've got to have time to savor a good vintage.
You ignorant dog. You piece of refuse. You have no idea who I am. I will shred your limbs and suck the marrow from your broken bones.
Yeah? Why don't you come out of there and give it your best shot, old man?
Domini inferi, exorditi precationum. By the power of Hermes and Solomon, I call upon the protector, Asmodeus, guardian of sacred treasure.
Not good.
This one has come to steal the treasure. Kill him.
Definitely not good.
It's holy blood. No. It's holy blood. Holy.
Christ. Is he it? Is that the last of them?
I think so.
You have done very well. We owe you more than we can ever repay.
Just glad Charlie's okay.
He's unmarked, praise God.
Unfreaking believable. Those guys out there, they were like vampires.
No. What's he up to? What is it?
Raise the lid.
I did not know. May the gods have mercy. I did not know. You are already forgiven. Please, is there anything I can do? For your family, perhaps? Yes. I will need a service from one of your descendants, if you will allow it. Will you be a servant for the light? Yes. Anything. Then raise the end of your sword to my lips. Carry the gold with you. It will protect you from evil. Now go in peace and love God.
God, why doesn't he say something?
It is over. God be praised. Everyone is safe.
They are? Are you sure? Where are you going?
To the Master. Goodbye, dear one. You must take very good care of yourself now.
Goodbye.
Remember, When one path to your destiny is blocked, another will appear.
Was that?
Don't say it. God. Come on.
What is it? Something is wrong, yes?
None of us could sleep.
I came over to see if anyone knew. I felt so strange tonight.
For heaven's sake, let the man speak.
The baby is safe.
What baby?
That is fabulous news. But who?
Tell him, Mose.
Gabriel? But where are you going? I have something to tell you.
What?
All of the things I said before about wanting to know you, to be with you. You must think I only wanted information. It is not true. I was so worried about you tonight. It made me realize how much I meant it.
Really?
Yes.
Odd. I'm just starting to realize how much I didn't mean it. Excuse me?
Gabriel!
Gracie! Grace! Grace, you'll never believe.
Ah!